Readers, I'm not gonna lie. Today's installment of Readus Reacts almost didn't happen. And that's because I, like the brilliant genius that I fucking am, decided to exert too much energy at the gym yesterday, only to immediately regret the majority of my decisions today. That basically made me be like, I'm dead. Add to the fact that it took me a good ass while to actually come up with a topic to talk about today, until I see this. And when I mean this, I mean this news, that on Black Friday, Neil Gaiman, writer of the Sandman graphic novel series, American Gods, Coraline, and any other trippy fantastical stories that you can imagine that actually exist, tweeted that he and Guillermo Del Toro pitched to Marvel to make a Doctor Strange movie back in 2008, and they turned them down. Let me repeat that in case you didn't get it the first fucking time. Neil Gaiman wanted to write a script for a Doctor Strange movie, and Guillermo Del Toro wanted to direct it. And they proceeded to pitch it to Marvel, who owned the rights, who had every legal obligation to make this movie with the success of Iron Man. And they turned them down. Why? I'm completely flabbergasted. Why would you turn down this match made in heaven? Especially since Neil Gaiman actually wrote stories for Marvel in the past, and is currently writing stories for them now. In case you're wondering the stories, it was Marvel 1602, and currently Miracle Man. Guess which one I've read? But unfortunately, this seems to be a trend, especially when it comes to very talented authors who worked with the comic book company in the past, pitching stories for the movies that they want to make. Before Warner Brothers settled on Christopher Nolan, Grant Morrison, who wrote one of the best Superman stories in our generation, All-Star Superman, pitched a screen treatment for Superman back when Warner Brothers was worried about losing the movie rights, because they haven't released a movie with Superman over an extended period of time. That's right, readers. Warner Brothers turned down Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison. Grant the motherfucking man Morrison! Only a crazy man does that. And it's not like I'm complaining about the fact that they took Christopher Nolan's vision over Grant Morrison's. I love Man of Steel, which may come to a surprise for some of you, but fuck it. So, to quote one of my favorite memes, so you telling me that one of the greatest fantasy authors in our lifetime and one of the greatest visual directors in our lifetime wanted to make a Doctor Strange movie, and you told those motherfuckers no, Marvel? You told them no? Can you imagine how great that movie would have been? True, we probably wouldn't have Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. But in all honesty, he wasn't necessarily my first choice to begin with. My initial choice, Oded Fehr, aka Carlos from the Resident Evil movies, and Ardef Bey from the only two Mummy movies. But that's neither here nor there. More than likely, if this movie would have happened, he still probably wouldn't have been cast. And that's fine. And that's not to say that Marvel doesn't currently have a good team on their shoulders for the people who are making this movie currently. And I also understand that a lot of different things could have also factored into them making this decision. They probably already had plans for Doctor Strange later on down the line. Phase 1 of the MCU was probably just getting planned, and they just probably finished everything that they wanted to do for it. Robert Downey Jr. was taking up at least 3/4 of their budget. It's fine, I completely understand. But bruh, can you imagine how that shit would have popped off if Guillermo Del Toro and Neil Gaiman came together to produce Doctor Strange? And when I mean produce, I mean write and direct. These two are a match made in fucking heaven. And for them to have shown interest in one of my two favorite Marvel heroes of all time, there wouldn't be enough money to buy the pants that I would need to successfully live the rest of my days without them having neither a spot nor a blemish, because everything would have happened. Just saying. But Marvel, Just so you know you fucked up, right? Okay, well that was fun. Your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comments section below your opinions about this news that I found out. Do you side with me? Do you think the route that they chose to take is the better option? Because while I am looking forward to this version of Doctor Strange in the MCU, I can't help but to think what could have been, and how much I didn't know I needed it until now. But like Stephen Hawking said, somewhere there is a universe where this actually happened. And I can't help but to wonder to myself, what other beautiful things happen in that universe that we missed out on here, just because of bad decisions? It's heartbreaking. Anyway, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.